Hello.
Hello.
We're
Here
back
we
with
are yet
another episode.
again.
Yeah.
The first episode we record this year.
Yes. And oh boy, is it
Yeah, shit has happened.
you don't say.
So what do we start with? Do we immediately start with the big American news or
Um well, it might be smart before I go on my rant about
right?
traffic.
So so we'll talk about the raid of Maduro Dam. Um that's something only Dutch viewers would understand.
God damn it.
So if you don't know, just real quick, we're gonna obviously talk about how Maduro was President Maduro from Venezuela
He has
was
been yoinked.
arrested by the Americans. But in the Netherlands, there's a theme park called Maduro Dam.
It's
It's
small.
all of the Netherlands but small. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But no, they yeah.
The
So
great yoinkening of 2026. Didn't it take like 3
so
hours to extract him?
it, it was apparently not that difficult, which I'm honestly not even that surprised by because Maduro is actually like a fucking idiot. um, my thing with it is Maduro is an idiot. I'll talk about some of his history later because it's actually part of it is funny, but it's also kind of bad. But he he did need to go. However, I'm not a fan of America just kinda doing it.
Just casually arriving and just taking.
Yeah, like, cause if maybe if the international court had been like, hey, he's got to go, but they didn't. He's not committed like war crimes or anything, right? He's just an idiot.
Yeah.
So they so it's not like there was like a warrant or anything. So you know, America has just kind of decided it. Now, of course, there's like two real reasons they did this because it's not about helping the people there. Like, I highly doubt that. I think the true reason basically has to be both oil and getting in China's way.
Hmm.
Like, because, Maduro was kind of buddy buddy with them.
Oh, with Russia as well.
Um, yeah. So, but it's kind of like we can't really do anything against them, so we'll just do something here. Um, so I'm curious to see what, you know, I don't know if the international court would say anything about this. I don't know if this, because they didn't start a war, so it's not a war crime. So it may not fall under their thing. But I'm
Yeah.
curious to see how the rest of the world will react to it.
Well,
Um,
so far it has
I
kind
know
of
that
been,
some already have reacted, but
and
yeah.
also Trump is just on a roll apparently because now he wants Greenland. He's basically said
Well,
that they need
that's old,
Greenland.
and
Yeah, but
that
he
is old
recently said
news.
that the U.S. needs it
They
because
don't. Okay, so for about that, just real quick in between about that situation, he claims it's for international security, so that like because it's like in the middle of America, Russia, and China. But for those who don't know,
minerals.
America already has full authorization to do anything they want there militarily.
They
Like
want
the military
minerals.
can do anything they want there. So so it's not about that. Like it literally cannot be because that makes no sense. They can just already do it, which means it's purely for the resources.
Yeah.
And the people there don't want it, so it better not happen. If you've seen that video of people supposedly wanting it, like in that like cafe, they were literally homeless people that they offered bread.
I haven't seen
That's
it, but
not a joke. They did that.
it doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Like, what the US. The thing is, the only thing we can do is wait for another 2 years because he's now roughly halfway through his term and hope that he doesn't fuck it up so badly that he gets another term.
Yeah.
That's basically all we can do, except maybe wait for him to fall over. Now, with that said, we both are now not allowed into the U.S. anymore because they ask you all your social media from the last 5 years.
Well, jokes on them. I do not have this email account on my phone, so
Same, so this should be fine.
so I don't know how they would find out.
Maybe linked from your channel.
Oh, actually, that's fair.
They just go through
Yeah,
your
just
actual
link
channel.
to my channel.
They're like, oh, you were in this as well. Oh, but you said some bad things about Trump. Well, go right back. Although,
Well, we've done that before. Like, I don't think, you know.
yeah, and to be fair,
But anyway,
we're not going to the U.S. anyway.
probably not, no. But getting back to the Maduro situation, the reason I'm like kind of like on the fence about it is because, you know, at the end, as I said, he did need to go. So I just want to talk about Maduro's history real quick because it's dumb. I don't know how much you know about it.
Not really anything at all.
Okay, so the situation is that the previous president of Venezuela, right?
Yeah.
That I think during his time they discovered that they have like oil, and they made a shitload of money off that. And instead of building that up and, you know, doing infrastructure or anything, he gave it away as like presents, you know, oil, gold. They also have gold actually. Oil, gold, anything, just give it away, make friends around the world. Which, having allied countries, of course, is, you know, not a bad idea, but he kind of did it a bit too much to the point that it bankrupted the country, basically. And then he died.
Hmm.
And then Maduro got to power and had to fix it. But he didn't.
So he didn't
So-
fix it.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know how you would fix it. It's a, you know, bit of a problem. But so yeah, so people started leaving the country. The money there is worth so little that people, I don't know if that's still the case. I assume that it is, but it was at least a couple years ago. That money was worth less than toilet paper, so people just started using bills to wipe their ass instead. There's like a travel show in Belgium and the Netherlands called Reizen Waas, who went there, and they, you know, they switched out their money. They got 2 backpacks completely stacked with bills because it's just not worth shit.
Yeah.
There's lines for every store, like, that just go down entire roads. If you get into the store at all, you just buy whatever's left that you can afford, and if you can't use it, you sell it to somebody else. It's just a horrible situation.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Maduro, Wait, no. Now I'm thinking of the person that was before him. I forgot the name of the person before him. But Hero that event basically eventually to like attempt to make him popular. I think. I assume that was the motivation. There was an attack, quote unquote, attack to the state.
Hmm.
A helicopter came flying in, shot at a government building, where there just happened to nobody be inside the building. The thing about that, the person piloting the helicopter was a police officer. It was also like a police helicopter. It was a police officer and actor who, about a week, I think if I'm remembering correctly, very shortly before this attack, played in a movie where he played a police officer in a helicopter. In the exact same helicopter.
So it would be
So,
familiar.
I think most staged fucking attack ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like, it kind of made him look a bit stronger, I guess, because then he could be like, oh, we caught him.
Yeah, we caught him
So,
still.
yeah. So there's that. I think he also rewrote, what's that song called again? It's like a Spanish song.
No idea.
Yeah, you do if you hear it, but I forgot the title. It is pretty famous. It's not the Macarena.
Despacito, probably. Or not.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, come on.
He made his own version of Despacito.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is yeah. So I can't exactly complain that he's gone. But I'm not a fan of how it went.
Yeah. I've seen that as well online, that a lot of people are like, we're glad he's gone, but we are really not happy about how it went.
Yeah.
Because, Delta Force came in, which is one of, if not the most elite force in the United States military. Imagine waking up and just seeing a couple of people with weapons in uniform just standing at the foot of your bed. You basically woke up to that, got taken with them, and boom. To the United States he went. And
What are
where
they
he's...
gonna do with him?
I don't know. They're gonna probably sit and make a trial. The thing is, the Scuff thing as well, right? I think they wanted him for like drug trafficking or some stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that was their
Under
excuse, wasn't it?
U.S. law. They want to trial him, a Venezuelan president, under U.S. law, after kidnapping him and taking him to the U.S.
No, I forgot that their excuse was like drugs. The war on drugs.
Yeah, also Trump announced fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction. So we could have seen that. We could have seen the Venezuelan incident as pretty easy to find out, because, the last time a U.S. president declared that they had some country had weapons of mass destruction, another place with oil got invaded. Iraq.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had weapons of mass destruction, but Russia, who also has weapons of mass destruction, is too scary. Also, Russia's also really failing right now. It is somewhat hilarious. Like, they're running out of equipment, they are running out of people. The people that come back are traumatized and alcoholics. So your country is basically full of because often there are criminals as well that are being conscripted. They're basically saying, "Oh, you want out? Well, join the army. Do a couple missions, and then you're free to go." The problem with that is, it don't work like that. Because once you're in that army, you're in there. You are not getting out. So you're basically in an army which doesn't really care about you at all, or its equipment. That's also a bit weird. Like, you'd rather care about the person than the equipment, because the equipment is replaceable. You can get a new jet within a year, or like within like 3 months or a month. If you have a bit of stockpile, you can just grab another one. But a fully trained soldier takes time. You have to train them. You have to find them. Equipment you can make. Personnel you have to find. So yeah, there's just some bullshit happening there still, but yeah, what can you do? This is sort of a scenario where it's just not really gonna end well whatsoever. But yeah, shall I talk about the weather? Because here in the Netherlands, during the recording of this episode, and basically throughout the entire week still, it's snowy. And for some reason, even though it used to happen on a yearly basis, but due to climate change and people fucking up the planet, it has been less common and basically only happens like once every 4 to 5 years. And it snows a couple of days in our, like 1 or 2, and then our entire train system is just done. Like this morning, there was an IT issue, no trains, like none. Switches were frozen, signals were broken. You know, a whole bunch of stuff happened. And why? Because here in the Netherlands, we can't do shit correctly. Like, at all.
Yeah.
Our trains, they work. They can be delayed sometimes. But hey, delays can happen. And what happens then is it starts snowing, everything's freezing, and then I have to drive to work. And, you know, on a large part of it, you're allowed to do 80 kilometers per hour. On Monday, we went 50 instead of 80 because, you know, there's snow on the sides of the road, while the entire road itself has been, you know, road salt has been thrown over it. It has been driven over a couple of times. It's basically just a wet road. That's all it is. Like, it's been driven enough that it's just wet. But for some reason, people still get really nervous and drive way below the speed limit, which causes traffic jams, backups, and overall more problems than necessary. But apparently that doesn't matter because one person is just unable to comprehend speed. And yes, and Tuesday, so the day we're recording this, we went 40. So I guess tomorrow we're doing 30 kilometers per hour. On Thursday we're doing 20 kilometers per hour, and on Friday it's going to take me like 1.5 hours to get to work, which usually takes half an hour, because we're doing 10.
I will say though.
What?
I will say though.
Hmm?
It's been a while since it snowed like this around here, so I am quite a fan of that.
And the snow is nice.
The only issue is just if you gotta travel through it, but
The snow is not, but still, even if you have to travel through it, I mean, I got a big life hack for anybody that owns a car. Get those things you put on your windshield. They
yeah.
are a lifesaver. Just, they might be a little bit annoying to put on, but once they're on, you don't have to start scraping off the ice off your windows every morning. Well, you do still have to do it with your side windows, so maybe your rear window if it isn't heated. But your windshield will be free of ice. Oh, you have to really. It's a satisfying peel, because it sticks to the rest of the ice a little bit, so it's like sort of almost like Velcro. You just pull it off. And then you put it in your car, and I usually first start my car, turn the rear defroster on, so my rear window is free of ice when I leave. Pull the thing off my windshield, scrape the side windows and the mirrors to see, then get in the car. By that time my rear window is free of ice, and that's basically, I'm free to go. So yeah. That's why those things are just legendary. Wait, I think I have two, so I could put one on my rear window as well. Although it isn't really useful if I have a. I mean, if you have defrosters in your windshield or in your and if your windows just use them. I have my heat always turned to the max with the fan speed to the max. So my car just becomes hot by the time I arrive, to the point where I could potentially take off my coat. Like, it's that warm inside of my car. Which I would highly recommend for anybody that wants a comfy ride. Just turn the heat on to max and you should be good. And it's just incredible. Although it is sort of... Not all cars have it, but most modern cars even have the function to preheat your car. Especially if it's electric, you can just open the app on your phone, which, why does a car need an app? Well, I guess to basically tell it to preheat itself. Like, oh, I need to leave at 7. Oh, well, I guess around 6:45 I'll turn the heating on in my car. So then by the time I get there, my car is preheated, all the windows are clear, and you can drive. But my car doesn't have that because I don't drive a fancy car. Because why would I? It's not, in my opinion, it's not really that necessary to drive a fancy car that's basically just a whole load of extra parts and a whole load of just, yeah, overall sort of to me they're sort of useless. Like, yeah, you could go for a fancy car, but it would really just... You can't, if it's not on there, it can't break. Like, for example, I can't have broken heated seats because I don't have heated seats. Especially if you're in a more SUV type car. I don't have airbags as suspension. So that those are quite expensive and they can't break on my car because I have springs. Those airbags are actually quite a common failure point because they're often they're made of rubber. And if you have an SUV that's like 10 to 20 years old, that rubber degrades. Becomes more fragile, and overall just fails. So at that point, you might as well say, screw it, we're just gonna buy something that's reliable. Which, the thing is, right, with reliability for some things, especially with cars, it just depends on an individual basis, especially if you're going second hand. If you buy a used car, you can think of, oh wait, well this brand is reliable, so every car should still be reliable. But it's entirely dependent on how well the previous owner or owners have taken care of it. Have they done the maintenance at scheduled intervals? Have they taken care of it by washing it enough instead of, driving it through a bunch of road salt and then leaving it to dry over the summer, causing the entire car to rust? Have they taken proper care and put thought into it? Because if they haven't, then to stay well clear of that. But for some reason, a lot of people don't really see that. And that's where a bunch of mistakes happen. People get hurt. And nobody likes that.
Yeah.
So just...
Speaking of getting hurt, I think last week we also promised to look at how many people blew themselves up.
Oh yeah.
Last week.
Let me see if I can take a look at that.
Let me do that. No, I'll do that. You. The fuck? Oh, my thing is done. Okay, I just got a very loud notification. Okay. Okay, hold on.
Is there a stat? Um.
1162.
1162 fingers lost. May I just say, ouch.
Not necessarily fingers.
Oh, just overall limbs and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you don't buy your...
Just any...
That's why you don't buy your fireworks off of, like, AliExpress or something. Because you will get...
Oh, actually, wait.
What? Is it more?
Hold on. How am I meant to read this?
With your eyes.
Oh, okay. There's 1162 at the what's this called in English? Like first aid, basically, like like critical healthcare shit.
Yeah, like the emergency room.
And another 795 to just a regular doctor.
The like regular people fucking up their limbs.
Yeah.
Which how do you manage that?
10 amputations.
Well, don't lose your arm, I
that's
guess.
as of December 22nd.
Oh.
Wait.
So that is just like from fireworks. Before it even started.
Yes. Well, you also know that it starts before December.
I know, no, it starts on December and just lasts through like half of January.
Yeah.
But that's before the big.
Sometimes longer, depending on where you live.
Yeah, sometimes it's an all year round event, but
Yeah.
if you think about it,
Yeah.
you know,
Well.
it is sort of this scuffed thing. Like it's fireworks, as I stated, I think in
Yeah.
last podcast. In order to be safe around fireworks, you can follow these simple rules, or just one rule: keep your distance. Like once it's lit, keep your distance. If it doesn't go off, keep your distance. Because if you try and light it again and it immediately blows up, then you're in trouble. And that means that people are going to suffer. And, emergency services always dread the last days of the year because not only are people getting hurt by fireworks, but some people like to throw the fireworks at the emergency services. Because apparently that's funny to throw fireworks at a fire truck.
Yeah. Well,
Or at an ambulance, which makes me think that they want to be carried in an ambulance because, if people find that out, they will probably try and punch you. Because it is just not how you do it.
as the like, what do you call it? The doctor, basically, like as the person in the ambulance. I don't know the English word.
Yeah,
The
me neither,
person
really.
with the like, if you're called over and then people throw fireworks at you, and then they like blow themselves up on accident, are you allowed to just be like, nah?
Well, considering that
No, you're not.
if there was an actual accident with a fire truck that, responded to a fire, but because the fireworks that got thrown at it, they left. Because if they can't take, like, if you're in an ambulance and you get called to somebody who'd blown themselves up, and they can't get to the patient because they're being bombarded,
Yeah.
then they have to leave because otherwise the ambulance gets blown up, which is a big loss in equipment. Yeah, so wait, can you not charge the people that prevented it for murder because technically they caused someone to basically not get the care they needed? Which basically is like you're indirectly responsible for somebody losing their life. And I don't think a lot of people will like you for it if you were to do that. But yeah. I did set up some fireworks, but nothing too fancy. Just like the basic stuff that you can get at every. Which is, it seems weird to say that you can get like basic fireworks at a grocery store. It just seems so sort of weird to say. Like, wait, where did you get your fireworks? Yeah, just at a grocery store.
Yeah. Well.
Like, what do you even do with that? do you just... I mean, you could buy it, but it's like maybe some sparkle, you see some sparkles and maybe some stuff that has a decent bang, but the fireworks are basically a waste of money as well. You're literally blowing your money up.
Yeah, I don't understand, man.
Like, oh wow, look, I'm blowing up my money because I don't care. Really makes me question some people's sanity, so to speak. But yeah, I know. Fireworks are just. This was also last year. You could legally, I think, buy and set it off here. Of course, actually enforcing that law is going to be incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why. Maybe because you have a bunch of people setting off fireworks and you're basically unable to locate them quick enough because you light something, you walk away. How are they going to find you? They aren't. They're not going to be sudden like, oh yeah, here you are. We found you because you were the one setting off the fireworks. Unless you're actually caught red-handed, that's when they can do something with you. Because, you know, then you, if it's like in your backpack, for example, or in the back of your car, which, fun thing, they actually use drones to catch people. They hovered a drone above like a fireworks store in like Belgium, near the border. And if you bought a lot of fireworks and you walk to your car with a Dutch license plate, the moment you drove over the border, a police car would tell you to stop. And they will probably search your car. And if they find illegal stuff, or a lot of it, some people buy literal tons, like thousands of kilograms, then you won't be setting that off anytime soon. Isn't it fun? I mean, in my opinion, it is a pretty smart move. Because it really shows, like, you can try, but you are unlikely to get away. Do we have any other stuff to talk about, actually? Let me check the news, which will probably most likely just be, oh yeah, the snow is causing flights to be cancelled. Oh hey, apparently yeah, apparently there's like no memories left of the Capitol thing on the 6th of January years ago. They're trying to erase that from history.
What?
You know, when they went after the Capitol building in the US?
Oh.
They're trying to erase that from the history books because, you know, it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Yeah, a lot of planes got cancelled. Weirdly enough, they said that the snow was a real, like, expensive thing. As if it's all about money. It's just snow. Like, there isn't really anything you can do about it. It's just snow. It's gonna fall from the sky. And if it's gonna cost the economy some money, then so be it. Like, oh no, the economy is losing some money because we can't exploit everyone now. Yeah, that's... Like, it's snow, it's winter. People should be, you know, just relax. Just be careful out there. See if you can actually get somewhere carefully. Still with enough speed so you don't hold up traffic for everyone, but with enough speeds, but like not too dangerously because we don't want traffic accidents. So once you've navigated that, which can really range from just a very short drive to a long drive. Which, to be fair, like, I've driven. It is not that scary. I guess potentially you could be scared by the but because I have seen, like, especially on the parking lot in front of our apartment, they didn't put any salt down, so it has slowly over a couple of days become just one sheet of ice. Like, as soon as you get to the road, it's salt, salt has been put down, it's perfectly fine, but before you get there, you first have to traverse the sheet. And I have seen a car that tried to, pull out, that when it pulled in, that actually had to be like, it sort of slipped. Like, I was parking, it was waiting for me. As soon as I parked, it tried to drive off as expected, but it had to stop. I guess he tried to go too quickly, sort of understeered, and had to stop. His wheels were angled, so he wanted to turn, but he had to brake. And I saw the wheels sliding for a bit. So that was an experience to see. I was just parking like nobody's business. I didn't feel any slippage. What I did notice, Jim, and if you have ever driven in snow or slippery conditions, you might recognize the problem. The slipping of the wheels when turning at low speeds. Like, if I turn at low speed...
I haven't driven a car in the weather yet.
But you should try it, it's sort of fun. But, like, you drive the car and you're parking, or you have to turn around somewhere, you go incredibly slow, and you have to switch your steering wheel from one to the other direction. It's a whole lot easier to do that if you're on a slippery surface. Who would have expected that? Because everything is slippery and, sort of prone to losing traction.
Yeah.
Which just means more fun, I guess. Like, I don't mind it. It's fun to drive in the weather, but you still have to, of course, take good care. It's actually preferable to drive a small little car with thin wheels, because those thin wheels or thin tires tend to put more pressure on the ground, because it's the force. Is it divided or multiplied? I think it's divided by the surface area. That's, you can get newtons per square millimeter. And the higher it is, it's the same thing with, like, I think with the Dutch thing, it's like like an elephant's foot, or like a high heeled shoe. like if you have heels with a very pointy end, then it's gonna put a lot of force on it. But like an elephant's foot can be quite gentle because there's a large force, but it's distributed over a large area. That's why if you were ever in a scenario where you're falling while standing in an elevator, you should just lay flat on the ground with your arms and legs as wide as possible, so just spread out. So when the hit happens, when the elevator hits the bottom, the force distributes evenly and causes less harm than, jumping. You also just force your legs into yourself because you are still going down while the elevator has suddenly stopped.
There's a much simpler solution. Just don't be in the elevator when it falls.
Just take the stairs. It's healthier anyway. Which actually what I'm trying to do this year. Like, considering I basically only sit around all day, by my desk at a job, by my desk in my room, I realize I need to, do at least some exercise. I can stand behind my desk, but that's gonna get uncomfortable after like half an hour to an hour of just standing. It's gonna get uncomfortable. So I decided to just say, alright, well, I'm just gonna take the stairs more often. It also helps that I live on the 4th floor, which means I get to go up 4 sets of stairs each morning, or I could go down a set of stairs 4 sets of stairs each morning, and up each afternoon. A decent way to stay healthy. I would highly recommend it for other people. Just try and be more healthy. Think, alright, I'm just gonna take the stairs. Or any other idea that, might take some effort, but won't be a total waste of energy. Because, it still has to be worth it. You still have to be able to breathe once you reach the top of the stairs. And if it's difficult, then that means you have to take the stairs more often. Because you need exercise. And if people are feeling called out by this, then I'm specifically talking about you. And that's coming from someone who is rather lazy. Especially once you get a car, you really, it's like, I could take the bike, but I could also take the car. And then you take the car every time. And that's how people get fat. And I don't want that. I want to be at least somewhat healthy and live somewhat long. Which, with how the world is going, might not be that long at all. With the whole, a lot of political tension during the last, what is it? Months? Years even. Like, when do we get a...
No, actually, that's not true.
What?
Because there really is only one difference now when compared to, like, before the Ukrainian war. And that is that the Ukrainian war is closer to home, and so now suddenly it's a problem.
You have a decent point there, actually. Although the Ukraine war might not last a lot longer.
You never know.
Considering how, at least, like, it has become a real war of attrition. Which is bad, because that's how the First World War went. you know, who runs out of supplies first? We all know what happened to Russia at the end of the First World War. They had a crazy homeless man in bed with the Tsar's wife, and communism. That's how that went. So basically, every time Russia starts a war, which they somehow still have the balls to call it a special military operation,
Wait, they're still saying that?
somewhat.
Okay.
It's why I don't know, but it's basically just a war now. Like, you don't have to hide it anymore. Like, we all know it's a war that it is basically.
I mean, Quentin said it as well. He didn't say it on the podcast, but like, I don't know when he said it. But he was like, if he gives up, right? If Putin gives up,
Yeah,
he's dead
he's dead anyway.
because he failed. If he wins, or well, he won't. You likely like the chance of him winning is not that big. Hello.
Hello. Wait.
Wait, where are you? Why is he not
Hello?
here?
I am.
He's
here.
not. No, yeah, you are, but your character is not.
Oh yeah, well, he's there actually. It hasn't updated yet. Why hasn't it updated yet? Hold on. I need to fix this immediately.
See, this is what you waited a
Okay.
year for.
Ja, ik moet de honden nog uitlaten, dus ik ben zo terug.
You
Well, at least-
asshole!
Well, my character is.
Oh, there he is.
So it's
He's here.
all right, let me position you
He's
correctly.
slightly. Why is he? Oh,
I'll stick
no,
around
okay.
a little. I have to walk the dog for 10, so I'm gonna have to go in between. But
There we go. Really, with the head of the
There he
monitor.
is.
We have a new character.
yes, it only took them a year.
Wait,
Yeah, I like
what do you mean
that
it took
they
me
said-
a year?
Yeah, Bush was involved in this.
No one
It's
wasn't.
not Bush fault.
Well, in the character placement, it took him a year apparently.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Yeah, sure. You've had this file for a year.
I got this file like yesterday.
Same differ.
Anyway, I'm
Well,
continuing what I was saying.
If it was the 1st of January, you could have said you got it last year, but
But anyway, what I was saying, Putin, if he gives up, he's dead. Because
yeah.
they likely don't want him around anymore there. So he can do that, or he can continue trying, pretend he's winning, and live slightly longer.
Yeah, the thing is,
What?
right? If
What
he
is
actually
happening?
pulls this off and wins,
Jules,
What?
you have to go back into that website real quick. You need to turn off his animation.
what is happening?
How so?
Why?
Well, if you look at when he speaks, there's like a transition thing, and it's annoying.
Oh,
Yeah.
how do you do that? Again.
There's like if you go into the settings for it,
Where are the settings?
if you, yeah, you can just if you go into library.
Yeah, library.
Wait, no, this is not it, huh? Shit. Wait, is
Yeah.
it in sources?
Source, probably in source.
Oh, it's okay. It's in sources, and then you need to find the one that like overwrites Brodo. Which
Um,
is
that one.
Why do you guys want to
And
override me?
because otherwise you don't get your
There.
character. You would just get your profile picture.
there we go. Should be fixed. We're waiting.
Is it
There we go.
fixed?
Fixed.
Yeah.
I did. I did it. I solved the problem. Yay.
All right.
But yeah, if Putin wins, not only, well, winning would be a strong word. If he captures Ukraine, he will be semi-reliant.
What news are we talking about?
Ukraine again, the war,
Oh,
and the
They
fact that
kinda
he's
just went in this direction.
yeah, the usual. But like, if he wins, if he takes Ukraine, he will be if like half to 2/3 dependent on China, because that's where they still get most of their stuff. Although China is slowly backing out because, well, to be expected. Of course, you back out of what is happening there.
Yeah.
It's just that
I just.
if they do
I just
lose,
noticed something.
what?
So if Discord just picks up like a random sound for us, right? Then that also shows on our character. Like they'll do their thingy for a moment.
Yeah.
For Yodan, it then looks like he snaps his fingers randomly.
That is kind of funny. Yeah. But like if Putin loses, basically he dies, then Russia will basically be somewhat, if not fully, reliant on China for its resources. So the world will really like that.
Yeah, well. Are you now actually snapping your fucking fingers in front of your mic?
maybe.
Let's see, do we have any other news? Apart from
Well, I
Johan's
presume
here,
you
he better
guys-
contribute.
Well, I presume you guys talked about Venezuela already.
Yes.
yes, that was the first thing.
What was the other big thing this week?
The weather. Oh yeah, you're in a part where
Yes.
there's even more snow. So how have you suffered? Have you already driven in the snow?
A little bit, but not much.
Ah.
Plus, the car has an e-brake, so that's unfortunate. No, but there was other big news this week, but I forgot.
Well,
Well, okay, so
remember.
apparently the NS can't do anything.
Yeah,
These
we
are
also talked about
more at
that, yeah.
weather management.
Yeah,
Well-
that was the first thing Bush talked about.
Well, the thing is, right? Apparently, their switch defrosters are shut off due to planned maintenance.
During winter.
Yes, they planned their maintenance during the winter,
Sure.
during literal snow and ice. So they turn off the defrosters. Like, how dense do you have to be to not think?
I mean, in
there's
their
ice.
defense, it hasn't snowed like this in a couple years.
How? Yes. However, they predicted this. They predicted January
long in
would have
advance?
snow and ice and everything. So you could have seen this coming.
Because it's very possible that they planned this
December.
stuff, like for the railroad, like a year ahead.
Yeah. However, you can postpone that maintenance, probably for a little bit longer,
Yeah. No,
to
that's
get
fair.
through this cold snap and just, you know, have switches be warm enough to actually move and not be frozen shut in one direction.
Wait, hold on. This is the first podcast of the new year, is it not?
Recording
It's
in the new
first
year.
recording of this new year, but the previous episode aired in the new year.
Yeah, that means that we have firework to talk about.
Yeah, I already did. I just looked up how many victims there were.
What was the total in the end?
Like 1162 at like
22nd of
healthcare,
December.
like at the big healthcare thing at the I don't know the English
ER?
word. Yeah, and a bit over 700 in addition to that went to like just a normal doctor.
And 2 dead.
And there were as of December 22nd, there were 10 amputations.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually a good one. I don't know how many people actually died. That's a good one.
2. One
That-
in. I forgot.
One and I forgot. Great
in-
place.
Yes, absolutely. We should go there sometime. It's great.
That is quite surprising, actually. Honestly, I expected more.
You know, last year.
Hmm.
No, I forgot. I don't know what they did in.
I mean,
forgot.
last year I was with you.
I mean, I forgot what I did in I Forgot, which is ironic.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe you should go to a place called Remember.
But I don't remember where it is.
That's a good one, actually. I don't remember either.
Oh no, that was the town next to it, wasn't it?
No, that was a reminder.
Oh.
We should probably go
yeah.
to so we can remind ourselves of where Remember is.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
Great derailment.
Absolutely. Totally worth it.
Yes. Great derailment. Would derail again.
He likes the valley, okay guys?
That just sounds weird.
It's a reference show. You should get it.
Yeah, I get Dero Valley, but saying someone likes the valley can sound weirdly suggestive. Let's see, what else do we have? Huh, the United Kingdom has actually done something healthy for once. That is, ban fast food ads during the day. So if you are a child watching TV, you will not get a McDonald's ad.
Can we get that here?
Yeah, we do kind of need that, don't we?
And also immediately while they're at it, ban the fucking ads for the casinos and the lotteries and shit.
Would also
No,
be
we
a good
can't
one.
do that.
Considering
Well,
they are quite bad.
yeah.
Which also means banning ads for the lotteries, because guess what lotteries are?
Mostly owned by the government.
And gambling. A lottery is basically just like, weirdly, one of the most acceptable forms of gambling. Especially during the December months here. We have an entire special thing called a December calendar, where we basically get like 31
It's,
little
it's like
scratch
an advent
things.
calendar, except it doesn't count down to Christmas. And and if you're under 18, you're not allowed to buy one.
No, but everyone, like, as soon as they reach like 12 or 14, they just get one for their birthday, or parents buy one for them because, you know, You get to scratch
Yeah.
something every day, and
I mean, I always prefer to have the ones with the chocolate. Because
Yeah.
the other ones, you never won anything.
well, the one I got for my birthday, because I was born in December, so I can just ask them for my birthday. It's a good flex. Got
It's
me
also a very
50
weird one.
got me 50 euros. I still have to turn it in, but it actually won me something. 5 times actually. $10 every time.
That's nice.
So you can actually win something with it. Like, do you say the win chance like 1 in 2? So you're basically guaranteed to win something.
I mean,
Not really.
Although most likely it's something like $5, or if you have the cheapest one, you could even win like a free scratcher worth $5, which is the exact value of the cheapest one. So in theory, if you have that one, you can just buy another one.
that's what we always do with like like the New Year's lottery.
Yeah, you win
We
enough
always
money.
have like a ticket, and
Yeah.
then if we win, like $20 out of that, we just buy a new one with it for the next year.
Yeah, so you also have one next year. It's a smart move.
This year we somehow had three. I don't know where they came from. We had three.
Well, that
We got like
means
50 euros out of it.
yeah, like the thing is you win small enough amounts that you want to keep playing because you're winning.
Oh, the 50 was on one.
Yeah, but you want at that point you
The
want
other
to
two
buy
had nothing.
more. Like that's the whole idea behind it. You
Yeah,
want to
well.
buy more of them because you've won. So now you want more,
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
and then you
You
end
know.
up broke, homeless, and with a gambling addiction. So don't go gambling. I probably won't do well at a casino anyway. I would bring like $5, or maybe like 10. Lose it all, get annoyed, and leave. Or play until I have nothing left. And
uh,
I do the same thing at the fair every year. Like, you have those coin pushers. You put in like $5. You get the coins and you just play until you're run out.
well, I have learned from Yakuza 0 that you should only bet on women beating each other, and then get an auto clicker because fuck that shit.
I don't think you can do that at a Dutch fair. I don't think they have that.
At a legal casino.
Well, I didn't say it was legal in the game.
I guess.
No. I mean, on the other hand, you didn't specify.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Yakuza.
So
Also,
might
it's
as well
Japan.
probably know.
It's Japan. They can't gamble anything. It's not allowed. I don't know if it's allowed now. Maybe it is. I don't think so, though.
Well, if you're not allowed to gamble, then how are you supposed to gamble?
I don't know. I watched that one anime that has it in a school, I guess.
Well, the thing is, you aren't. You don't. That's how you do it. You just don't gamble.
But Jules, are you not gambling men?
Oh yeah, I guess we are gambling men. Yeah. So we must. It's our calling.
Yeah, what if you can win a chair?
That would unironically be kind of funny, just winning a lawn chair.
I mean, you could just buy one at this point.
Yeah.
You could probably buy like 500 of them.
Wait.
No.
We just randomly arrive at your place somewhere during the year with just a bunch of plastic lawn chairs.
A part of me really hopes that for my birthday, that's how you'll pull up with like 20 of those chairs and bury the light playing.
At that point, we might as well strap onto the roof and have one of us sit on it while we arrive. Like Mr.
Yeah,
Bean
okay,
style,
if you do
just
that, you better be wearing a long black coat and have a katana.
wait, Jim. You have a katana. Do you have a long coat?
No, I don't.
That would be
Fun
hilarious.
fact about that coat, like Virgil's coat, there is an like an ad from I think from South Korea. I don't know what it was for. It wasn't for Devil May Cry. It was for something else. And one of the people in one of the ads was wearing Virgil's coat, but they had no idea it was from a game. They just found it on the internet, I guess.
They were like, "Cool coat. I'm gonna wear it."
So now that like I forget what it was, but it's now a meme in the TMC community. Let me see if I can find what it was.
Like it is just. And Jim, by the way, you will have difficulty opening the gift. We will make sure of that. Considering what you guys thrown at me. Which took me an hour.
Guys, my professional advice has been requested.
For what?
How? When?
I
By
do not
who?
know yet.
Oh,
It's
Is
by
it
whom?
is it podcast worthy?
I don't know. Probably not. But I'll
With
be
the-
back in 2 seconds.
1.
You get an
2.
account.
You already did.
I did. It has been more than 2 seconds.
Oh, I can't find it. It was like
Also, for those who want to know, a moment is 90 seconds. So if someone says 1 moment, please, and it's longer than 90 seconds, then it wasn't a moment. Do with that info what you will. What kind of dashboard do I want in this car? Because it's 1962. Let me actually look up on my phone some references. 1962. 1062. No, 1962. Car interior images. Oh yeah, look like that apparently. Apparently cars looked like that back in the day. Who would have thought cars had a design? This is what I was looking for.
my brother just came in.
Ah, nice.
Um,
Just to annoy you, probably.
no.
With a question, I guess. I'm looking for a dashboard. And I guess it would need a light as well. Some people will get that reference, some people won't. To the people that got that reference, old. Do I seriously have to build the dashboard all by myself? Because there are no... No, there's gonna be a French baguette or French bread. Basically, it's gonna be pain. It's gonna be pain au chocolat, which is delicious. It's the only pain I want.
I am back.
Hello.
Okay. We should probably also end the episode.
Yeah, we're going for
I
an
have
hour
been
and 15
so
minutes.
I've been so active this episode.
Yes.
Well, yeah, you
I
joined a bit
showed up.
late. You joined
Yes.
late. You showed off your appearance.
Yes.
Exactly. No, it was Steven's birthday, so you know.
Wait, hold on. Why did we not get an invitation?
Because nobody was invited.
I mean, we wouldn't be able to come anyway because of work, but it would have been a nice gesture.
No, I'm. Come on.
Well, if there wasn't even an invitation to anyone else,
Okay,
then
so when are we invited?
Like May something, I think.
Jules, get the packaging ready.
For her.
Or- oh,
I mean,
Duh.
sure.
do you also want to
but
start
I'm not
there?
I'm not exactly sure when it is, but I can ask.
Jim, are you sure you want to start it with?
You buy the present. We'll get the packaging.
We'll arrive one day before,
But
and
I already gave a present today.
What?
there's nothing
Oh,
wrong
that
with a
doesn't
second
count.
present.
Yeah, but today was her actual birthday, so
A hug doesn't count.
no, $20 does.
We can package up a piece of paper, yeah.
Why did my mind immediately jump to $20? $20.
Yeah, but Plushie's never gone to Subway, so we're gonna go there.
Wait, what the
She's
okay,
never gotten
sure.
a sandwich.
Well, not a Subway sandwich, no.
Well, depending
So, we're
on,
gonna
you're
have
not
to
really
change
missing
that.
out. Like it's
I
entirely
like
dependent.
Subway.
Dude, why did I wait this long with drawing your character? I'm way too happy with this.
Well,
Because
but
you guys had too much fun bullying me with that stupid leaf.
could you believe that, Jim? He's
Yeah.
accusing us of bullying.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
But should we
Yes, you do.
Considering I started out as the leaf.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's the original
what?
leaf. Look, he blossomed into a bush.
yes. Which is an actual better. It
I
is a
mean,
big
we
improvement.
can stick the leaf there just for memoir at this point. It
No,
doesn't
because
do
Quentin is
anything,
the
but it's
leaf at the
there.
moment.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yes. We like the leaf is
Yeah,
sort of
I
becoming
I
the
overrode him, yeah.
the leaf is sort of becoming the placeholder for
I'm not drawing a character for Quentin too.
but yeah. I guess that does leave
Yeah,
us
well, he's never
with
joined the podcast either. The podcast people don't even know
He
who
has.
he is.
yes, we were in
He
the
has.
boys instead of this
He
call.
was there last time, and we were really hoping you would also join, so there'd be 2 leaves.
But does anybody have any other news or weird things to talk about?
Oh yeah, we
No.
didn't do the funny news segment yet.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Jim, you should draw like a transition for funny news segment.
I'm not an animator.
Oh wait, I have to make a thumbnail
Yeah,
out of
you-
this as well.
You can work it out. Cow fell through ice. Well, that's not surprising.
No.
No, not really.
Australian finally managed to catch an emu.
Congratulations, they've caught pretty much caught one of the first ones.
Oh, 1 out of 20,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
well, this
emu
one
war.
escaped, so apparently they got got them beforehand.
The Emu War
I see.
is if you're ever interested in funny wars, just look up the Emu War. It
Oh.
is dumb.
Peruvian shamans predict Maduro's fall.
What?
Oh.
Hold on, read that.
Peruvian shamans predict Maduro's fall.
Yeah. Read. Is there the full article?
No, that's just a title.
So read the thing.
A group of shamans gathered Monday by the sea of Miraflores district of Paris Camp Lima to carry out an annual ritual in which they make the prediction for the upcoming year.
Right. So did they make the prediction before or after?
In this year's event, the shamans said that the Venezuelan president Nicolas Maduro will be removed from office and added that global conflicts like the war in Ukraine will continue.
Okay. So, if they're shamans, what are their methods?
We have asked for Maduro to leave to retire and for President Donald Trump of the United States to be able to remove him. And we visualize the next year this will happen.
Nice.
Okay. But when did this come out?
Oh, like the
December
fifth.
29th.
Oh, that's a pretty close call, actually.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, America was already attacking Venezuela at the time. Like, they were shooting the boats.
Yeah. They even captured one, although that did belong to the... I don't remember which country's shadow fleet, but it was part of a shadow fleet, which is basically just... Yeah, they don't want us to trade with each other, with us, but we're gonna send a boat registered on to another country to sneakily go somewhere, use spoofing tactics to, change their location, and just sneakily sneak with a massive boat, probably some oil or resources to a country that got sanctioned. So yeah.
Betty Boop and Blondie enter public domain in 2026. So Disney is losing more property again.
Yay!
Betty Boop is not Disney.
It's not?
No. Well, unless it is now, but I don't think it is.
Let's take a look at their stock price, see if it's gone. Oh, it's gone up again.
Like,
But
Betty Boop is by the creator.
You know what
of
that's gonna
Popeye.
mean, right? We're now gonna get a horror Betty Boop.
That already existed, actually. It's called Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Good point.
That's based off of the story of the creator of Betty Boop and Popeye. Well, technically he didn't create them, but he was like their publisher and the animator.
Sort of. I guess I can see the resemblance with a studio basically having someone creative, then sort of, things happening and people being replaced and all that stuff.
Yeah, so basically the original Bendy and the Ink Machine, there's quite a lot of parallels to there. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, it's based off of like old Disney, right? But it most likely was actually based off of, I keep forgetting his name. It was like a Polish man who, I think with his brother had an animation studio. Why do I hear myself like loud?
I don't know.
That wouldn't be
Just
my
fix the
mic.
shit.
Wouldn't be my mic bleeding through because I actually have
No,
equipment.
It's Yoran. But anyway, with his brother, he had like an animation studio in I think in New York, and like Popeye was made not by them, but like for them, and same with Betty Boop. But the thing is, that they were Walt Disney's biggest competitor. But Walt Disney was way better at marketing. So, yeah.
Just get
Like, for
good,
instance,
I guess.
for instance, you know how like a lot of people say that Steamboat Willie is the first animated movie with sound?
Hmm.
It's not. One of their movies was actually like a couple of years earlier, but the people like it just wasn't talked about, and there is evidence to suggest that Walt Disney paid journalists not to talk about it. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, Illinois
nothing against
rejects
Walt Disney, by the way. What?
Illinois rejects vanity plates.
I see.
So here we go.
Wait, are they rejecting all of them or just certain ones?
These have been submitted.
Oh, so basically a bunch of people tried to write sort of perverted things on a license plate, and the government basically said, no, you ain't. Because that's what a vanity plate is, a custom number plate, like on your car, custom license plate.
Yeah.
I don't get this one.
What is it?
Um, B. Lubelin. Blubaln.
I don't know.
Don't know.
The other one is IB Poopin.
That's just funny.
Okay.
Bricked.
If you put it on an electric car that gets bricked by software update, it's fitting.
Yes. iCup. Don't
Hmm.
know what that means. SND Nuz.
Yeah.
Yeah. BDS Mom.
Right.
And
Ye-
probably the best one is Priusi.
Why did they reject Priusi? Why?
I don't know.
Mm.
Why? I mean, somebody probably wanted it on their Prius, and they were quite annoyed that it got rejected.
Well, yeah, fairly so.
Wait. Does that mean? Well, we're in the Netherlands, so it's probably going to be sort of difficult to get plates like that here because they have to conform to a certain
Yeah,
max amount of
no,
stuff.
you have to be in Germany for that kind of stuff.
Twingusi. Put it on the
A
Twingo.
badminton playing robot developed by a Chinese company broke world Guinness record by completing 1,452 rallies.
Okay.
Like, weird number plates should just be somewhat allowed. Like, of course, you can't be too weird or perverted or anything like that because, there are still children. But
Wait, a speeding horse. Okay. Does that mean that the horse got a ticket?
the rider like, sir, do you know how fast you were going? No, because you don't have a speedometer.
Yeah, can you do that for a horse? Because
I don't know.
they don't have a
Well,
speedometer.
he ran into a mailbox. That was the more.
Oh,
Not big
okay.
issue.
Okay, then you can.
So, at that point, you're not in control of a horse. And considering that, a horse can sometimes have a mind of its own, because it's a living animal, they're a lot more difficult to deal with than a car. If you press on the brake pedal of a car and it's functional, it stops.
Yes.
It'll always stop.
A missing lifeboat washed up on the English shore.
Hmm.
That happens, I guess.
Yeah.
Disney Plus and Hulu unveil world's largest Home Alone gingerbread house.
Okay.
All my this is
How long are you gonna
ginormous.
go? How long are you gonna go through this bullshit?
I don't know. 34 feet long and 58 feet wide. 22 feet tall. These are enormous.
Yeah.
7,350 pounds of flour, 6,600 eggs, 20 gallons of edible glue, and 10 pounds of fondue.
Damn. So who ate it?
Probably no one.
Well, that's just a waste,
Well, that's marketing for you.
I guess.
Yeah. But if we have nothing left,
Yeah.
To say.
Well, I have one thing left, and that is I have to go walk my dog.
All right.
whether you go walk your dog, then I will say we're not experts.
But we were here.
Bacon.